speech, please feel free to.
Sure. Okay, so the minute is over. So you have finished sending the notes to Mackenzie. That, by the way, it was a very exciting speech. I enjoyed traveling with you while you were explaining all your travels. Thank you, Mackenzie, again. Our next speaker is someone who has been for a long time in Toastmasters, someone to whom I admire because he has a lot of experience along with Linda. I have known this person and also Linda for a long time. But however, he has been in Toastmaster even longer than I know him. So our speaker is Alan Mann, and he has been Toastmaster since 1993. So around 28 years. So it's a very nice experience, Alan. And he's a member of 9 clubs. Alan has taken this rare point in time to visit clubs and join clubs outside this District 33. And he's going to speak today, and the title of his speech is A Look on the Other Side of the Fence and the Next Block Over. Welcome, Alan.
I like that.
When I was a little kid, and I can remember the first time I looked on the other side of the fence, and then when my mother wasn't looking, went over to the next block. It was like my whole world expanded. The universe became infinite. Well, that same thing happened about a year and a half ago when myself and my wife started what Mackenzie and David Drebsky, who probably has traveled to more clubs than there are members of Congress right now. But quite honestly, tonight, I want to take you on a journey on the other side of the fence and the next block over. So if I'm looking east and the next over on the other side of the fence in Woodland Hills is this club called Mindful Communicators. And what I like, and all this is my opinion, is how at the beginning they automatically engage guests into participating in the meeting. And they don't vote on best speaker, best evaluator, best table. I like that because I could focus on my speech and whether, well, am I going to beat this person or is this person going to get more votes from me? I want to focus on my speech or my evaluation, and that sometimes that competition sort of gets in the way. And they're very mindful of people's feelings when they decided to get rid of or dispense with the voting for best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic speaker. I like that. It makes your Saturday Toastmaster experience more relaxing. But let's go a little further east to New Mexico, to a club called Off the Cuff Toastmasters. It's a 1-hour club. 2 speakers, 2 evaluators, a Toastmaster, and a table topic master, and what you call a fun master, and evaluators. Very bare bones. And when you sign into the meeting, you don't know what you're going to do. You may end up being a Toastmaster, you may be a speaker, you may be an evaluator. And that's the whole purpose of taking your Toastmaster experience to the next level. It's the grab bag meeting twice a month. You better have that speech ready in your pocket just in case they call and ask you to be a speaker. Or you could always just do what's called look at it as an expanded table topic. It's a way to really exercise your brain. Well, let's go a little farther east to a sleepy town called Manhasset-Port, Washington, someplace in New York, a sleepy town. And every Monday they have this 2-hour meeting. Now, I've been to 2-hour meetings that feel like 4-hour meetings. But the way this club is run, it feels like, God, 2 hours already? God, it feels like an hour and a half. And they start off the meeting with this role called the quiz master, an opportunity that everybody has an opportunity to speak, because there is nothing more frustrating. You go to a Toastmaster meeting, you're a guest or you're a member, and you don't do anything but sit. And if you sit, you're going to fall asleep in the meeting. You don't want to fall asleep in a Toastmaster meeting. So you can have a little fun as a sleepy little town. Let's go a little farther east, outside the US, to Bahrain. Manama Toastmasters, again, they meet twice a month. And what the things that this club really does really well is themes. Now, when we do a theme here in most of the Toastmaster clubs here in the US, it's maybe the table topics. But the theme starts with the Toastmaster. Toastmaster will usually put together a PowerPoint presentation to introduce the theme. And he or she will take the effort. For example, if the theme was Manama cars, he or she will reach out to the members and find out what type of car they drive. And as he or she introduces the person, he will put up a picture of that type of car. Now that is putting together a theme, and it's carried out in table topics and a little bit in the evaluation. But another thing this club does very well is how they address Toastmasters. It's just like, not the Kenji or Susan, it's Toastmaster Susan or Susan Friesen. If you're a distinguished Toastmaster DTM Toastmaster DTM when the man. They put that there's that little respect that we are all Toastmasters, and they start off every club meeting. This is meeting number 2,568 of Manama Toastmasters, and they reiterate every meeting the mission of Toastmasters and the story of Ralph Smedley. It's a little formality that's been lost over the years in a lot of clubs here in the US. It's really nice to see. But I'm going to take you a little farther east on your way into the Pacific to a place in Perth, Australia, Sunday Sundowners. This club, there's just so much to see. Again, you start off the meeting where everybody has an opportunity to speak with a build a story exercise around Robin. The Toastmaster will start the story with a few sentences, and every person in the Zoom just adds it, and then the Toastmaster may finish it off. They have roles like the tonic, which is a short speech, the soapbox, the 2 to 3 minute rant, which is my favorite role. But I myself have also learned so much as to being a general evaluator and an evaluator in this club, because they have not only a general evaluator, but a role called the master evaluator. And the master evaluator evaluates the evaluators. Now, over the years here in most of the clubs here in the United States, the general evaluator do a standard. We've had the meeting started on time. You know, there were 2 great speeches. There were the evaluators did a very good job. The master evaluator goes into depth of what the evaluators did well and what they could do to improve on our evaluation. But remember, evaluation is the breakfast of champions. I heard that phrase in another club that I'm not a member of, in the Breakfast Club in Cape Town, South Africa, and I like that phrase. But this club in Perth, Australia does things so much. So I have expanded my universe. I challenge everybody to, at the very minimum, if you have not already done it, explore the world outside of District 33. And to enhance your experience, not supplement, but to enhance your experience, join a club outside of your neighborhood, because there's so much on the other side of the fence and the next block over.